Well, we got ourselves an accoutrement of supplies here, and they are all related to one thing. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look at time it takes to boil 1 cup of water, some of the pros and cons of each of these. So we're 4 minutes, and you can hear it starting to sizzle. That one tab looks like it's about 50% gone. Almost 160 degrees. Kind of looks like we're stuck. We're just in that high 150s with one tablet. That tablet's shrinking. I just don't see that boiling any water. I'm gonna drop another one of these tablets in there. See if we can make it work. After adding that second one in, you can start to hear the water starting to sizzle again. So it did bring the water temp up about 70 degrees with one tablet. The other problem I'm seeing with this is it soots the bottom of the pan, which not a big fan of. So I look at those, that's more of an emergency warming tablet versus something that you're really gonna want to cook with, in my own humble opinion. So now we're into this just over 11 minutes. We're over 175. We're generating quite a bit of heat, and we've got a light simmer going. And it looks like with those two, just still having a hard time getting that really even to the 180 mark. Shoot, let's throw another one in there. Because it doesn't work great, doesn't mean we can't make it work. All right, we do have the water boiling. Just really haven't got it to that 212 degree temperature. So if you are going to use these and you do need to get the water up, put 2 or 3 tablets under there just to begin with. Like everything else, more fire, more better. All right, I'm gonna call it quits. It's going downhill from here. Now, let's see what that did to the bottom of that pan. Not the end of the world, not the beginning either. Let's try what's called a penny stove. We'll use 1 ounce of denatured alcohol. Let's pretend I didn't spill any. I know we lost some, so to keep things scientifical, I'm gonna add just the right amount to bring that back to 1 ounce, right there. Perfect. It's gotta be a copper penny, otherwise it will melt. Probably will work one time, but you'll ruin the penny. This way it won't ruin it. Now, I don't know if I can get this thing to light with my sparker. Yep, oh, that worked out good. It works a lot like a white gas stove, the same principle. Maybe this way you don't want that big of a hole in there. We'll spread the wealth out a little bit. What could go wrong? Oh, there you go. Can you hear that working? Now, one of the problems with this little guy, this design, problem is your jets are on the inside. This will not be the pot support. Safety third. You see that's starting to get some jets going. Let's see what this bad boy can do. So you got a nice little flame, cover most of the pot. Looks like we're about 120 degrees and climbing, almost 125. We're at 150 now. Okay, we've got just over 175 degrees. We've got ourselves a nice little simmer going, and we're 4 minutes into it, and it's still going strong, I believe. Now these three are very similar. The positioning of the holes is a little bit different, and how we finished them off. But the nice part about these actually become the pot stand itself. You put the pot on top of there, and you don't have to worry about having a little stand like this. So we're into it just over 5 minutes. Still at 175. Now this one right here, this is the Piece del Results. So this one I've put the ounce of alcohol in it. Now these holes, you can't use a pin to put those in. These are all drilled. And this one's my favorite. It takes a little bit longer to heat up, but a whole lot more stable. Just about 200 degrees. Maybe we make the new goal. Here, let's change the goal to 200. If at first you don't succeed, lower your expectations. All right, you know what? We'll call it. We'll call it 7 minutes, 7, 8 minutes. Look, the exact seconds to this is gonna vary depending on your climate, temperature outside, all that. Like I said, out here it's in the 40s. That's gonna affect things. There we go. Now that is probably going to take a little longer to really kick off. Oh, it's dinking around. Didn't even see that come to fruition. But see the nice flames you're getting there? Now, without frying the camera, see how that's boiling the alcohol inside? And that is giving you your pressure. Well, shoot, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Wow, we're at 200. It's 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Bam. Now, with this particular stove that we've got here, it is working a lot more efficiently, and we're actually getting just over 200 degrees on that. These little guys, they're all going. So, and that 1 ounce was just perfect. So here's your standard canister, your isobutane propane or whatever that stuff is. Years and years ago, I think I picked this thing up for like $6, $7 on Amazon. I found that this actually works just as good as the big name brand ones. Just screw that on. It has its own igniter right there. Fold this out. All right, now we're climbing pretty dang fast. There we are, 2 minutes, 15 seconds. We got ourselves above 200 and it's just climbing fast. And there you are, you're at that 212 degree mark in a fraction of the time. It's got to get hot, just like those alcohol stoves. Pump that up to some more pressure. 200 right there. So basically right at 2 minutes. Definitely not going to be my #1 pick for backpacking, but for an easy portable stove that does a lot, especially if you're not worried about weight, you're more worried about space. This is fantastic. This is the OmniLite TI, I believe. But with it full, estimated to that line, we've got ourselves 13.7 ounces with the pump. We're going to pump this thing up. So you're going to turn this on and just get a little bit of fuel down there. You're going to light that on fire. So what this is doing, it's getting everything hot without wasting a lot of fuel. Woo. All right. 25 in a minute, 19 seconds. Needless to say, that cooks pretty darn fast. Now we were 13.7, and with all the dinking around, we lost exactly 1 ounce. We are now at 12.7. Now, for deep emergencies, I've always heard that these non-dairy creamers from MREs are flammable. Never tested it out. So here we are with 2 fish, and we're going to figure it out if this is true or not. Well,
I don't think it's flammable.
That was anticlimactic. Oh, look at that. Hey, no. Get away, sheepdog.
Don't.
All right.
Hey, check if there's any more.
There weren't no more.
I'm gonna look at the mouse. Hey guys, come and join the feast. The mouse is in there. Go join the feast, guys.
Oh, son of a dilly. We're gonna have to do that again. I'm over here playing with my... This thing's already way done.